What is this strange box in an antique store? The box measures approximately 7 by 5 by 9.5 inches high and is made of some kind of metal. I got a mining or blasting vibe from it, but everyone is saying it's an ammo box from World War II. Other suggestions have been a box from a timer for pigeon racing and an old-fashioned milk box. Let me know if you have any ideas. This is a box for a Northern Electric field telephone, manufactured in Canada by the Northern Electric Company from the 1950s or the 1960s. These rugged telephones were designed for use by railroads and by the Canadian military as well, allowing communication over wire lines in locations where normal telephone service was unavailable. What is this small piece of metal I randomly found at a thrift store today? About 1 inch long, and it features John F. Kennedy. It says 134, and it has a patent pending on the back. I tried Google Lens and eBay image search, but nothing comes up at all. I'm curious as to what this is. Any ideas? It's a 1960s pen clip topper, more accurately called monogram attachments. These were small decorative nameplates that snapped into the slotted pocket clips of pens and mechanical pencils. They allowed owners to personalize an ordinary writing instrument with their initials, name, logo, or other emblem without permanently altering the pen. It was patented on November 17, 1964 by William S. Klitzner of Rhode Island. What is this old red sticker named Trump in my old house? We are changing the floor in my old house built between 1880 and 1900 in Quebec and found it. Does anyone know where this came from? It's a cigar band from an antique Trump brand cigar, a decorative paper ring that was wrapped around a cigar to identify its brand, size, or manufacturer. Trump cigars were manufactured by W.R. Webster from Sherbrooke, Quebec between 1891 and 1920, and then by J. Hirsch and Sons Limited between 1921 and 1926, and Benson and Hedges between 1927 and 1962, both of Montreal, Quebec. What is this solid red surface near San Francisco? I was thinking maybe cranberries. It didn't look like water even though it was so smooth. Does anyone have any info? That's the San Francisco Bay Salt Ponds, a roughly 16,500-acre part of the San Francisco Bay that have been used as salt evaporation ponds since the California Gold Rush era. They are famed for their vibrant geometric colors caused by varying salinity levels and microorganisms. Seawater is pumped through a sequential 5-year evaporation process, and as the salt concentration rises, different microorganisms bloom, changing the water's appearance. What is this metal thing with engravings on it? It belonged to my father, and it was found in a box of his stuff. He was a Navy vet, serving on a submarine and an aircraft carrier in the 1960s. Later, he became an electrical engineer, and he was a professional engineer from 1970 to 2014. I think it might be related to one of those professions. It is about 4 inches long, and it looks to be made from brass. There are runic, or maybe Greek lettering-like engravings on the front, and the back is smooth and flat. Any ideas? I have one of these from 1979. It's a bent, the symbol of the Engineering Honor Society Tau Beta Pi, an organization that has recognized academic excellence, integrity, and leadership among engineers since its founding in 1885. Your piece is specifically given to new members to be cleaned, filed, and polished to a bright shine as part of the initiation process to the group. The bent is not actually a key. It is a stylized representation of an ancient Greek bent bar or door latch. In early Greek architecture, a bent metal bar was used as a locking mechanism for doors. Tau Beta Pi adopted this symbol to represent integrity, honor, trustworthiness, and the engineer's responsibility to society. The symbols across the top and bottom are Greek letters, but they are rendered in the fraternity's distinctive geometric style. They represent the initials of the society's secret motto, which is known only to initiated members. Because of this, the letters intentionally look unusual and aren't meant to be easily read by non-members. I've had this super cute ceramic kissing chicken's kitchen utensil for a couple of years, but I can't for the life of me figure out what it is for. Google Lens result comes up suggests it could be a tea bag holder, but it does not appear to be big enough for a tea bag, and the side slats are too small for tea bag tags. It is from Price and is stamped Japan, so likely from the early 1950s. It measures 4.7 inches tall. Thank you. It's a vintage measuring spoon holder, a whimsical kitchen accessory that was popular from the 1950s through the 1970s. The colorful plastic measuring spoons fit into the holder on the chicken's right side, keeping them organized and within easy reach while cooking or baking. I found this in the old kitchen at the church. It was in a bag with kitchen items, and it's about 6 inches long, including the handle. The tool has a V shape, and the outer metal sides of the V are beveled on top, with sharp outer edges. I'm guessing it could be sharp enough to be a small plane for woodworking or a carving tool. Someone also said it was for removing nails or tacks, and maybe a carpet cutter. Can anybody tell me what it is? It's a vintage grapefruit segmenter, designed to separate fruit sections from the tough membranes, making the fruit easier and cleaner to eat. Insert the forked tip between a fruit segment and its membrane, then slide the curved blade along the membrane to separate the flesh. This method removes the fruit cleanly while leaving the bitter membrane behind. What is this wooden crank-operated thing that was likely purchased in Shipshewana, Indiana, over a decade ago? It's over 36 inches tall, sturdy, and the crank turns the larger wheel, which turns the smaller wheel, which turns the shaft with 4 attached slats. Visible in the pictures, there's a ring at the base that indicates there was some kind of attachment, but it did not come with any. The slat on the upper front lifts up slightly, allowing the shaft to disconnect and tilt outward. I've Google image searched and found a lot of suggestions of spinning wheels and yarn swifts. When this was given to me, it was suggested that this was a fiber arts tool, so I reached out to a local guild. They responded, saying this isn't like any fiber tool they've ever seen. So I've come here in hopes of solving this mystery. I would really love to know what its original use was. Please tell us down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.